Okay, Joshua, this one's for you. Let's look at a base 10 number. Let's say 125. Okay, so that's base 10. There's 125 jelly beans sitting out there. We want to put it in base 2. Now, our base system is naturally base 10. Think about the fact that we have 10 fingers. When they were thinking of base system, that was the most natural one to do. Now, when we want to change to a different base, we have to kind of change our places. It's not going to be 10 to the 0, 10 to the first, 10 second. This is not the ones, tens, hundreds place when we're talking about base 2. So base 2, we've got to kind of come up with our own, not with our own, we didn't create this. We have to have kind of set up our own base system. So if we want to do base 2, it's 2 to the 0, 2 to the first, 2 to the third, 2 to the fourth. So let's say 2 to the first is a 1. 2 is 2 to the first is, so 2 to the 0 is 1. 2 to the first is 2. Oh, Cassandra. 2 squared is 4. 2 cubed is 8. What we're trying to see is we want to go until we are bigger than this number. Okay, so we could get multiple 8s in there. So 2 to the 4th is 16. I may have picked too big of a number. 2 to the 5th is 32. I think I'm getting there though. 2 to the 6th is 64. And 2 to the 7th is 128. Okay, we're there. If I had a 128, an item that was 128 jelly beans, that's more than I have, so I'm done. That's too big. All right, so then the 64, the question is, how many groups of 64 can I get out of this 125? I'm gonna kind of move over here for a second. So if I had 125 groups of 64, if I had 2, it'd be 128. That's too many, so I'm only gonna be able to get out one group. So if I did the division of 64, I would be able to get out 1 with 61 as a remainder. Okay, so that 1 right here is going to translate to this. I have one group of 64. So once I take that one group of 64, I have 61 remaining jelly beans, if you want to just kind of think about it like that. So of those 61 remaining jelly beans, let's look at the next place value. Now I want to get groups of 32. How many groups of 32 can I get out of 61? Let's see. I think we can only get out 1. So 32 taken away from the 61 that we already had. What's that, 29? Remainder of 29. Okay, so that 1 refers back to this. We have one group of 32. Now we're going to look at how many groups of 16 we can take out of our what's left over. Okay, so of the 29, how many groups of 16 can I get out? I think we can just get 1 again. Now, with us having a base of 2, we either can get out 0 or 1 group. If we had base 5, then we could have had 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4 groups. But you'll see this with the division, with your long division. So 16 into 29, we get 1. So we have a remainder of 13. Okay. So we can take 1 out. With 13, how many groups of 8 can we take out? So we had a remainder of 13. Our next place value was 8. We wanted to see how many groups of 8 we can take out. We can take out 1. So we subtract away 8. We have 5 remaining. So we have 1 group of 8. We have 5 left. Maybe you see where this is headed. So So we have 5 remaining. Of the 5 remaining, how many groups of, next place value, that'd be 4. How many groups of 4 can we take out? And we take a group of 4, we can take 1 out. We have a remainder of 1. So we have 1 group of 4. 2, we have a remainder of 1. 2 doesn't go into 1, so we'd have a 0 there. No groups of 2. And we have just 1 jelly bean left. So 125 base 10 is, make sure I get that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1. Okay, so looking at that all at the same time, maybe I'll put a comma in there, that may help. 125 is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, base 2. Okay, let me try one with a different base. Let's do base, maybe base 5. Okay, so maybe we have 208. And we want to put that in base 5. Now, if it does not have a base at all, it's assumed to be base 10. So that's 2 hundreds, 0 tens, and 8 ones. 208. So again, going base 5. 5 to the 0, which is 1. 5 to the first, which is 5. 5 squared, which is 25. 5 cubed, which is 125. And the next one, 5 to the 4th, is too big. I don't know what, I think that's 625, so that's too big. That's bigger than our number. We're not going to be able to get groups of 625 if we only have 208 out. All right. So the question is 208. We want to see how many groups of 125 we can get out. And I think we can get just 1. So 125. So we get 3. Have to borrow. We get 8. We can get, so we have 1 with a remainder of 83. Okay. So of groups of 125, I could just get 1 out. And I have 83 remaining. So now, of the 83 remaining, how many groups of, what's the next place? 25. How many groups of 25 can I get out of that 83? Sorry. How many groups of 25 can we get out of that remaining 83? I think that's 3, right? 3 times 25 is 75. I believe that gives us 8. So groups of 25, if I go back over here, we found 3. And now I have a remainder of 8. So let's take one more sheet. So of those 8, what's our next place value? How many groups of 5 can I take out? Well, we can take out 1 group of 5, giving 3 as a remainder. So we have 1 group of 5, 3 remainder would just be our last piece. So looking at this all together, 208 base 10 is 1313 base 5. I hope that helps. I know this is long. Have a good day.